everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Guilds of Ravnica Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Our rare is Ionize. I played that in Sealed. Not that exciting of a card. Golgari Raiders has haste, but 4 mana, and it's nothing unless you have... That's not very good. Hazda Marshall, not a bad Boros card. It's a 1 mana 1/1, which isn't exciting, but I like that it's got some kind of a cool upside. Also, we have probably Mephetic Vapors, which maybe is what I'm supposed to take. Otherwise, Skyline Scout. This pack is pretty bad, to be honest. Could take the Barrier of Bones because it surveils. Necrotic Wound. Maybe we take this. It's removal. Doesn't have Surveil 2 on it, but I think we'll try it. Unmoored Ego. Should probably check prices of rares. I didn't need to check the price of that other one because I know it's not worth anything. Alright, Conclave Guildmage. This card's probably pretty awesome. 6 mana to make a 2/2 is not that great of a deal, though. There also is the Crater Maker, which I'm standing by as a good card. Works well with our Necrotic Wound, actually. You use it to kill something, and magically you have a creature in your graveyard. However, Rakdos, I don't think is one of the color combos in this set, so I don't know. This Okran Assassin is good. This card is good. Justice Strike, 2 mana, kill itself. I like it. This pack has some goodies in it. I might just take the Crater Maker. Bear plus... Although, I mean, the Assassin is good too. And like I said, Crater Maker can't actually be played with Necrotic Wound. I feel like it's so early that we just take the best card. This can make bodies... It's pretty mid-rangey. I'm going to go with the Crater Maker. I have a feeling this one is the best. A bear that can kill things. I like it. Hammer Dropper. Another Okran Assassin. Undercity Uprising. Demotion is not bad. If you're aggressive, it's certainly not bad. It's very good if you're aggressive. 1 mana, get by their Thangs. Otherwise, Hammer Dropper. I think Notion Rain's the best card here by quite a bit. Yes, you have to deal damage to yourself, but that's really good price for value. Also works well with our Necrotic Wound, interestingly enough. If we surveil creatures in there, that is. So I guess it's not like that insane with Necrotic Wound, but they work towards a similar plan, I would say. Or can work towards a similar plan. Swarm Guildmage. This card's cool. I think that's a good upside, actually. If you have enough creatures to make it work. Otherwise, we have a Generous Stray. Hired Poisoner. Death Touch for 1 mana. Really not bad. The Vigor Spore Worm. I think this card's actually pretty good. It's got quite a few abilities on it, which I like. Quite a few abilities. Pretty good common. Definitely a top-end card. Generous Stray is not bad either. Like I said, the Guildmage is a 2-drop with pretty good abilities. The Menace thing is pretty nice. Or another Necrotic Wound. Maybe we take another Necrotic Wound and see if we can't make some sort of self-mill plan work. Sinister Sabotage, counterspell with Surveil. Demure Informant, more Surveil, also a creature. Rhizome Lurcher. Not blown away by that. Hypothesizzle is very good. Maybe we can play Grixis. Have the Crater Maker, still good in this deck. Let's go for a Grixis plan. Gonna have to get some fixing, but I think the nice thing is you can prioritize fixing pretty highly and be fine. What? That card's good. 4 mana 3/4 with a pretty big upside. Jeez. Am I just supposed to be in that? Could be. I think this deck looks more exciting, but 4-color? We're getting a little crazy here. Otherwise, I'm taking a Dazzling Lights. I don't really want that. This card is very good. I guess you do only get a permanent, so you don't get anything back. It's not an Eternal Witness. But that is very good. I think we'll take it. The weird thing is it doesn't work with the undergrowth plan, does it? Because you wouldn't want to return... I mean, I guess it's fine with... It's just, if you're returning a creature to your hand, your undergrowth cards are getting worse. So that is a bit strange to me. It's certainly in color pie with the ability, but it just doesn't seem to fit very well with the tribe, or what they've carved out for the tribe. So we can take Invert, Invent. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty tempted to just continue down the Grixis path here. There's an Electromancer, Pitiless Gorgon. I'm gonna take the Invert, Invent. I like that this just randomly can kill random things, which is nice. The Invert is good for 1 mana, but Invent is awesome. 6 mana, just pluck cards out of your deck. It's really good. Never happened. Could take the Book Devourer. It's a big finisher. I suppose. Sonic Assault, not really what this deck wants to do. Book Devourer is not great, but I'm sure it's playable. I had it in sealed. I guess it works towards a similar plan Necrotic Wound wants to do, sort of, in a way. Okay, we're going to take the Vapors. I think it's certainly times where it's going to be useful. And if not, whatever, we'll sideboard it. But I think you can main deck this card comfortably. I think we're off the... I think we're back onto the Grixis plan. I really want to make that work if I can, because it's cool. A little toolkit for Invert, Invent. Plenty of removal. Now we just need, you know, I don't know, better finishers than Book Devourer, but we'll figure it out. Get a Golgari Guildgate back, huh? I kind of wish each player got to put the top card of their library into their graveyard. I feel like this card would be a lot better if it did that. They discard and then each player puts the top card, but otherwise it's not really that good. Take the Guildgate in case there's something I want to splash. I could have taken the Barging Sergeant. Would have been okay. Sure Strike. I guess we'll take the... Who knows? Maybe we really are some sort of weird 4-color deck, or maybe we're Bug. Guess we could be Bug. But then I can't play Hypothesizzle. I guess I could splash for Hypothesizzle and Invert. We'll see. We'll see what happens in pack 2 here. I'll keep an open mind for now. Well, Vigor Spore Worm, I think we're supposed to be in green. That is a good card to go that late. I mean, technically we could be 4-color too. I'm not in love with that idea though. Let's sort by color for now, because I'm a bit confused on what our game plan is, so I've got to figure that out. These are the green cards. So we're certainly black. Don't really need a Wall of Mist, do I? I don't see why I would. Probably don't need a Sure Strike either, though. Certainly don't need a Boros Locket. I guess we'll take the Wall of Mist. I mean, these are all blue. So this is like our is it over here. Just, it's not that good is kind of the problem. I mean, we can try the Undergrowth deck. We're definitely getting pushed that direction. The thing is, you kind of need some Surveil. I guess I could have taken the Barriers, the 1 mana 0/3. Okay. All right. We'll just, whatever you want to give us. You want us to build that deck? I don't even choose what I'm building anymore. Our opponents are just building our deck for us. I've got it. Mission Briefing is worth a ticket. Surveil 2, choose an instant or sorcery, cast that card this turn. If that card we put in your graveyard, exile instead. Okay, I see what you're doing. I get it. Beacon Bolt is very good. I think we're not gonna do 5-color. I'm not even sure what to take here. Can I play 4-color, or is that too greedy? Or do we just, can we still do Bug? Bug's probably not even worth doing. Murmuring Mystic, I mean, we don't really, we have a few instants and sorceries, but does not play particularly well off the Undergrowth plan. Nor does Beacon Bolt. Kind of unsure what to take here. I think we're just going to take a Guildgate and make a nasty 4-color deck work if we can. Legion Warboss. Well, let's see if you're worth anything. 5 tickets? Well, we're going to take you, and magically we're back into some crazy 4-color deck, maybe? Well, I like 5 tickets. Pilfering Imp. Now, there's a card that plays well with the Undergrowth plan. Otherwise, a Deadly Visit in here, but we're taking 5 tickets. That is that. Crackling Drake. Oh, yeah, you are like a sort of, I see. You're like a better, whatever that card is called that I can't put my finger on right now. Severed Strands works well with the Undergrowth plan. We're just going to take a Guildgate, I think, and go Hog Wild 4-color. So base black and green, splash blue and red. Seems a bit greedy, but I like it for some reason. Maybe because I'm nuts. Is it Guildgate? Sure. Let's just get all of our fixing now. That's kind of a cool card. I don't think we have enough gasoline to do that. We could take another Ocarina Assassin. I like that this can just make them block with everything and just kill what you want. It's kind of cool. Or they attack into it and you kill it. It's pretty nice. We're going to take the Guildgate again. Because if we're playing 4-color, you need some help. So we could take the Vine. It actually works very well with our plan. Otherwise, Veiled Shade is obviously good. This Harpooner is nuts. Never mind. 2 mana 3/2 reach. Already insane. And then, if it didn't have enough abilities, it gets pumped and you can fight a flyer. Yeah, we're taking that. Over Dowser of Lights, over Portcullis Vine. Even though, like I said, I think Vine is actually quite good for this deck. Let's cut the Wall of Mist to start her off. Because I don't think we're going to have to end up playing that. I'm still probably okay splashing the Legion Warboss. We'll figure that out. Crawl Swarm's not bad. Another Hypothesis seems good to me. You can discard with it. In fact, most of the time you are discarding with it, so we'll take the second Hypothesis. We're going deep. We're going real deep here. So really this deck just needs, you know, like 6 or 7 more creatures, and then we're pretty much set. Perfect. Don't need the Boros Guildgate. We do have 4 gates for the Glaive of the Guild pack. That's actually pretty good. Severed Strands in here. We kind of lacking in the, you know, creature department at the moment, though. We could take this. This card's pretty bad, though. I mean, I guess you gotta go all in on it. Right? I suppose you do. All the Lurchers. Vigor Spore Worm, I think we'll take number 2. Actually, could take the Poisoner here. Poisoner makes sense. We need some early game. It makes all of our things bigger. Okay, I think the Vigor Spore Worm's good too, but we're going to take the Poisoner. So, probably don't need another Mephitic Vapors. Could take the Boar. Not great on the splash. But, let's be honest, Legion Warboss is a little greedy on the splash too. Guess we'll take the Boar in case we need it. The Foragers, I think we'll take the Pilfering Imp. It makes sense for what we're trying to do. Foragers are not bad either, though. But we need more actual, like, cheap things that get us value. I think we'll take Severed Strands now. We have 3 spots left in the deck, and we need at least 2 creatures. We can take the Severed Strands. It's kind of cool. Forager is kind of cool, too. I guess we'll take the Strands. Erstwhile Trooper, I don't think is a very good card, but neither is anything else in here, so okay. Got the Vine back. I'm actually really happy about that because I want to play it. We'll take a Passwall Adept. I can actually play that. Technically, we could play the Dimir Locket too, but I don't think we will. So, okay. Quite the deck. Maybe we don't play the Vapors. I'm really not on board with Erstwhile Trooper. I don't think it's a very good card. Blood Operative, though. That's a cool one. Probably wield a Barrier of Bones. Generous Stray would be good. Just great, Severed Strands target, whatever. Golgari Raiders is not good. Why is this uncommon? Am I crazy? Or is this card terrible? It's a very bad uncommon. We'll take the Blood Operative, though. It's just a gift. We do have some Surveil. Not a ton. I think this is just an Erstwhile Trooper upgrade because I don't think the Trooper is all that good. Double black could be a problem. We'll find out if it is. Another Glaive of the Guild Pact. Another opportunity to take Portcullis Vine. Another opportunity to take a Dimir Guildgate. Currently we have a deck, so I might just take the Guildgate for more fixing. It kind of makes sense to me. We probably wheel a Portcullis Vine anyway. It's not like it's that great of a card. Just, it happens to be pretty good for us. So does Burglar Rat, actually. But we'll take the Dimir Guildgate. There's a Pax Favor in here, too. Like I said, we kind of have a deck already. Book Devourer is begging to be upgraded, though. Another Golgari Finebroker. I might have to take that. We could take another Izzet Guildgate. Another Barrier of Bones in here. Whisper Agent's good. I like the Finebreaker just bringing stuff back. That's pretty cool. It's an easy, maybe, Boar upgrade. Like I said, another Izzet Guildgate certainly wouldn't hurt the deck. But if we're probably dumping some of this red. Could completely abandon ship on red. But I want to play these. I think at the very least we're playing the Hypothesizals. We might abandon the rest of the red. So for that reason, maybe we just take the Finebroker. Very mana intensive. Color intensive, rather. Target creature gets +1/+1 in Death Touch or destroy an artifact creature enchantment. Very good. Darkblade Agent would be good in here too. We don't have a ton of Surveil though, I guess so. Alright, you're gone. You are gone. You are in. Lawlet Giant's big. Could take the Deadly Visit though. We probably do. We're going to end up a little bit creature lighter than I like, but I think we go for it. Probably don't need the Invert Invent now. We could. We'll take the Deadly Visit, though. Another Necrotic Wound. Can do Urban Utopia. Not bad. Circuitous Route. Oh, this card's cool. Ramp Fixing. Darkblade Agent in here. I think we're just low on actual Surveil cards, though. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get it squared away. Another Guildgate or another Vigor Spore Worm. I think we're good on 5 Guildgates. We're going to take another Worm and get some more top end. Getting the Generous Stray back as a gift. There's also a Moodmark Painter, which I think is probably pretty good, but we're kind of 4-drop heavy already. I think we take the Stray. But is Stray just basically draw a card, maybe use a Severed Strand target, not much else, maybe discard to Hypothesizal? Probably don't need a third Worm, probably don't need the Moodmark Painter, probably don't need the Guildgate. We'll take the Stray. Another Stray came back, or we could take another Severed Strands, or there's Barrier of Bones. We'll take another Severed Strands, because I feel like we can actually figure this whole thing out and make it awesome. So Burglar Rat or another Portcullis Vine. Burglar Rat, great Severed Strands target. Probably a better one than... Let's diversify a little bit. Portcullis Vine wants a lot of walls, but it can sacrifice itself too. There's also Glaive of the Guild Pact, which is looking good, but I want the rat. We're gonna make our creature base really good. Take the Forager. Okay, take the Hitchclaw Recluse now in case we need it. Gotta lock it. Okay, well, so the good news about this deck, we have like 1,000 playable cards. The bad news, and there's not a ton of bad news about this deck. It's basically I built 4-color and I really didn't have to. That's the only bad news. But that's not even, to me, that's not even that bad of news. I guess Portcullis Vine with the Barrier of Bones should have been something I thought about more, but we've got Severed Strands to synergize with it. It's no problem. Alright, so we have a ton of cuts to make, but somehow our mana base in the end came together to look pretty good, actually. So let's separate some stuff out. Locket's gone, don't need you. I think we're going to keep the route, the circuitous route, though. Plenty of removal. We probably don't need the Invert Invent, just because we're already at the point where there's no real reason. Actually, it's too bad that it's on combat, because then it's going to be a little bit harder to ever be able to use your Severed Strands. I don't know if we need the Necrotic Wounds. Double Severed Strands, this thing, this... Yeah, I think we can get off Necrotic Wounds and be fine. So I probably cut these two and just stick with the removal that we do have. I don't think this card's that great anyway. It's probably okay. So we can cut 6 creatures and be at 15. That's pretty good, actually. I think the Lurchers are pretty overall underwhelming. I'm probably not going to be happy with these most of the time. So they feel like an easy cut. I want to keep my top end. The Double Fine-Broker is good. Hitchclaw Recluse is probably more of a sideboard card. I'm trying to see if there's some way I can keep the red in here, but since we only have, well, we have the Guildgate, we have the circuitous route, and we probably can at least run 2 mountains, maybe 1 mountain. Maybe we're fine keeping these, but they do sort of both seem like easy cuts, don't they? And Passwall Adept I just like even on the splash because it can just win the game. You can just get in. And the thing is, I guess the issue is you can't just like play it and win unless you have multiple blue sources. That probably is a little bit more challenging to consistently do. I like the Crater Maker because it's good with our... It's good with any of our Undergrowth spells, but we probably just don't need to do these two. If I was going to splash one, I'd splash the War Boss, just because if you're ahead, you just get to make an army and just win in a couple turns. So War Boss I maybe keep. Crater Maker I probably cut. And then we have to make 2 more cuts. It's probably a Forager. There's just nothing outstanding about that card. It's not bad. It's not great, though. And then our final cut. That's the difficult part. Huh. Yeah, I kind of like all of this stuff. How much Undergrowth do we actually have anymore? We have 2 Vigor Spore Worms. And that's like it. I guess this works on a similar plan. How much Surveil do we actually have? At least a couple. Oh, this is also Undergrowth. So we only have like 3 Undergrowth cards. So maybe we don't need to go completely hog wild on Undergrowth Enablers, which means we can probably cut like a Pilfering Imp or something. Not that the card's bad, but we really no longer have the need. Yeah, we don't. We don't have the need to fuel Undergrowth. Like, we kind of strayed away from that plan. It's okay. It's not bad. We have good removal. We have card advantage. There's some actual pretty big pros to this deck. Our mana base is likely to be as good as you could imagine with all these fixers. We have Fine Brokers, which I think are very good. Return a permanent to your hand. That's pretty awesome. We have card advantage spells that kill things, which is very good. Circuitous Route, which fixes us even more. Might even be unnecessary, but we definitely do it. Get to play a turn 5 Vigor Spore Worm. Our removal is amazing. Double Severed Strands, double Hypothesizzle, Deadly Visit, and Status Statue is pretty awesome. And Statue deals with like everything. Everything of substance, that is. Then we have Passwall Adept to win in the late. I like this deck. So now to the awkward part, the mana base. So grand total blue spells. We have 4 blue spells, 3 red spells. So red and blue can be splashed very, very minorly. And we can focus on the green-black, which is fine. So at least these two. And then with these two and this. So the blue and red is splashed. So Is a Guildgate is just purely for our 3rd and 4th color. For 4 blue spells, well, let's figure this out. What do they suggest? They say this would be 9 black. I imagine we can lower that. And 6 green, we probably actually need to up that. 5 blue is probably unnecessary, but we could do something like this. So 4 blue, 3 red, 7 green, and 8 black. These Fine Brokers are going to be a little bit more challenging to cast, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this. It looks fun. It's certainly crazy. It's an insane deck. But I think this is what we're going to do. Believe it or not. Yeah. All right, well, let's try this 4-color nonsense out. We'll see you round 1. Round 1, we're going to play first. If we play against something that's mid-range or slower like us, we can always draw. Oof. Speaking of draw here, I think we're going to have to mulligan. All right, this one's a keep, and actually a pretty good hand. Vigor Spore Worm, yeah, we can bottom that. So let's do the barrier here and see if we can maybe top a land. Another barrier. I guess that's okay. I don't see why not. We have the Severed Strand, so I guess it sort of makes sense. My opponent's name is Moof the Auto Shuffler, and it confused me. I was like, why is it talking about the Auto Shuffler in the game? But it wasn't. Alright, we're keeping that on top, because then we're close to our Circuitous Ruin, and then we're doing some cool stuff. Once we find our blue mana. Once we find that blue mana. Ah, Burglar Rat. Jeez. Guess we'll dump the Severed Strands. I feel like we're going to need this Notion Rain at some point. Whispering Snatch. Okay. Get that Poisoner down there. Ah, 2 can play at this Barrier of Bones game. I have a feeling they have some Severed Strands in there as well. Well, I can't play you. It's a pretty color-intensive spell, admittedly. Oh, so harsh. Um, Fine Broker can't bring anything back right now anyway, right? Okay. We can do Fine Broker bringing back Fine Broker at some point. That's not bad. Man, those burglar rats are destroying us. They have 6 spells in hand too. That is not good. Can't play that. Hmm. Okay. It's a pretty sweet card. Even if you don't have the Undergrowth, it can just fight a flyer. This card is incredible. I feel like I would actually be more surprised if this didn't see constructed play. Am I being too ambitious there? Is that too ambitious that a 2-mana 3/2 reach with more upside is not playable? Yeah, I guess we'll trade a poisoner for a poisoner. I'm okay with that. Alright. I'll allow it. Alright, well, all the colors are here. So we can do Circuitous Route. That brings me up to 6 lands. We can do the Notion Rain, which I probably want to save until after my Blood Operative dies. So we've got all 4 of our colors somehow. So now we just need to get probably a Golgari Guildgate and a Dimir Guildgate maybe? Or an Izzet Guildgate. That gives us all of our... No, we don't need the Izzet Guildgate. So we do the Golgari one, and I guess the Dimir. I guess I can attack with a Harpooner. They probably just double block it though. We'll keep it back. I think I'd take 1 here. My plan is to trade a Blood Operative for that thing. Oh no. Generous Stray. Well, we can play that too. So we can Notion Rain. I feel like they're going to use Pilfering Imp, so maybe it's in our best interest to... Well, the Stray is a good play. They might have forgotten about the reach on Harpooner too. What's the play here? We could play the Stray. And then maybe Notion Rain. Or we play the operative. I think we play the operative. I guess we'll exile a creature. And guess we'll play the land. Let's see if they use the Pilfering Imp. They do. So they can take either a Notion Rain or a removal spell. I guess I don't really mind either way. Alright, well, we want to kill the thief. We have the Harpooner though, so I guess we're okay. Severed Strands, not bad. Not bad. So I maybe just want a Strands then. I guess we can attack with the Harpooner. I don't think I will. Interesting. Well, we've got some card advantage buried away here somewhere. Nice. Let's attack first here. Sure. It's a good trade for us. Alright. We may want to kill that. Oh wait, they can't even attack into our Harpooner? Never mind. Sure. We can get that thing back too. It's kind of sweet actually. So we'll exile another creature, I guess. Like a Thief of Sanity. And assume there's some undergrowth buried away in there somewhere. Do we have a need to play lands, or do we want to sandbag them? I think we're going to sandbag. I can't immediately think of why I would need them. So this definitely seems like a match where we want to ooh, that's pretty nice. Where we want to draw is what I was going to say. Yeah, so let's get back another Fine Broker. Or we can do that. No, because if we play the Fine Broker and get back an Adept, that seems good. I guess I should have played the land so I could play the statue. Hypothesis, all nice. So we can discard a card. I guess we discard the removal to kill the imp. And play a guild gate. And pass. So we'll get back the adept next turn. It's quite the matchup. Another one. Well, let's go Fine Broker here. And I guess we're going to be one shy of the good stuff. So, oh wait, I did have the lands to do. Jeez. I think I'm rushing or something. Alright, we'll play the adept. My bad. I mean, the good news is currently they're going to lose before us, but we've got quite a bit of deck to go through here. Oh, that's a good one. So how many creatures does it tell us? It doesn't even tell us. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the yard. Okay. I've used a lot of time, admittedly. Block, block. Maybe we're not quite ready to do that yet. I do have to speed up a little bit. This was a long game, and I used a lot of time. Lava Giant. Well, I don't think we're dead, but we definitely take some damage for that. So I don't want to trade my Vigor Spore Worm, so I guess I have to be willing to trade one of my other things here. Guess we can swing with this too. So I can block there. Whatever the Lotleth Giant blocks will be okay. This does put me ahead on the cards, unfortunately. But ultimately, I think it's worth it. Alright. Well, if they draw, I guess they're behind again. Legion War Boss, nice. We still have another big flying guy in there somewhere, so it's not the end of the world. I should be playing lands, I'm just kind of rushing it a little bit here. There it is, so we'll play that. It's a cool card. They don't have any multicolor dudes though, do they? Or am I crazy? Alright, they conceded, which is good for us because we were using a lot of time, as I mentioned. So we want to be on the draw. We both have very slow decks. They have quite a few X1s. Suppose we do too. Not as many as they do. Do we really want to bring in Mephitic Vapors? Maybe not, I don't know. We probably don't have to. I'm going to have to make quicker decisions, though. We may want the Pilfering Imp. Yeah, I'm not sure on this. Because we're both slow decks, I feel like the Pilfering Imp makes a little more sense. But then do we cut like a Barrier of Bones? They have all the discard too, which is actually kind of a problem. We do have a lot of card advantage though, so that helps. Could cut a Severed Strands. Still have more than enough ways to kill with their or deal with their bigger threats. Maybe we'll just keep it the same. I mean, it worked, right? I just need to be a bit quicker. This is a keep. They wanted to play first, which is good news for us. Oh, I could have played the Barrier of Bones. I guess that actually doesn't matter, does it? I don't think it does. What do we got on top? Swamp, we can probably put that in the graveyard. Kind of looking for spicier things like a blue mana. I mean, I guess it technically takes us to circuitous route. Maybe we should have kept that, actually, in hindsight. Ooh, that's a good draw. I felt like because we already had 2 black, we didn't need a 3rd black, because we're 4 color, but looks good here, especially with the circuitous route. So here we'll discard the, I guess, the Severed Strands. Perfect. So we'll get our Dimir Guildgate and our, is it Guildgate, I guess? So they don't want me to kill their Whispering Snitches, which is why they attacked with it, but I don't really care about that. That doesn't seem important to me, or relevant. Did they show us multicolor cards? They showed us like 1, right? It's the only thing I can think of. They might just be trying to eat our clock, which honestly is a sensible move. Oh no. Guess they're going to take our Vigor Spore Worm. But we have 2 card advantage spells in hand, so I guess I'm okay with that. Oh, enemy. Our opponent's not going to be happy. I'm hoping this just prompts him to concede. It probably won't, but... They probably have the strands, I guess. So sack the barrier or the burglar rat or something. Okay. We were going to do that too, but that's interesting. Pilfering Imp. So, um, so do we want to hypothesis? I'll probably. All right. So we'll kill the imp so we can keep our Notion Rain. All right. So they got that thing. We can't kill it now, but we do have other removal in here somewhere. We just gotta, find it. Oh man. Wasting time. Oh, nice. So we'll put that in the graveyard. Put that on top. Draw that and that, which is pretty good. Let's get in with the Vigor Spore Worm. And I guess we'll play the War Boss. Oh wait. We only have 1 red mana left? Okay. This and the Adept. I get to just get 3 off the top. Put the rest in my graveyard too, huh? Jeez. Let's see what they got. They can take anything or what? That's pretty good. So we've got less than 10 minutes. Discard our own burglar rat. Nice. So we've got 3, 6, 8 mana. So let's just get in with the worm, make it unblockable. Play the operative. And exile a creature. I mean, they can't cast it. Can they cast it with anything? Spend mana as though it were any type. That's harsh. I mean, technically we are 1 mana short of having lethal with our 3 attackers, which is pretty cool. I better F6. I gotta start F6 in here. Using a lot of time. Guess we gotta do this. I feel like we potentially have another Golgari dude here. Alright. We'll concede just to save time. I could play it out, but we're just short enough on time where I don't want to risk it. So Severed Strands has seemed bad, but I really needed it there, so I think we got to keep all of our removal, basically. But I'm pretty tempted to do the Pilfering Imp. I just don't know what for what. That's the problem. I don't know. I can't find space for it. That's the problem. I think we got to keep it the same. Like, I like what we have. We don't want to play first. We definitely want to keep this. So we can play the Guild Gate first too. That's no problem. Burglar Rat's good. I think we'll play that actually. I'm not even sure what they get rid of. Hypothesizzle, I guess. Card advantage removal. That might be their best bet. They actually got rid of a Severed Strands, which is pretty fascinating. So we'll play the barrier here. Surveil. Dump the land. Play the vine. And pass. Guess we'll attack. And we'll play the land, and we're going to leave up the vine to sack the Barrier of Bones. Gorgon, okay. Might have to take 2 damage for a little bit, but I guess I don't have to sack now. Can't play that, so hanging out. So we'll block with the barrier and then sack it. Alright. Don't have the red mana yet, though. That's okay. We don't have the red mana for that, so it's probably okay. Yes. Alright, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. So that way we at least have the answer to some big things, should we see them. It's a good draw. So put that in the graveyard. I guess we can put this on top. It doesn't really do that much here though, does it? No, we'll put them in our graveyard. Okay, there we go. Don't have our red mana yet though. Not sure if that's a big deal or not. I guess we can attack with Adept and make it unblockable. So I'm trying to save Deadly Visit, but I don't know if we'll have that luxury. Sure. Discarding a land. So we'll play the Vigor Spore Worm. So we gotta make sure we don't die to that giant. I think it costs 7 mana. That's a pretty good one. Make it unblockable. So we'll play the Fine Broker. And get back probably like a Generous Stray. And I think we'll sandbag the land just a little bit longer here. So we can block the Pitiless Gorgon now, which is fine. That's an interesting play. Alright. Alright, that's cool actually. Let's play this first. Nice. I don't think we're dead, are we? Close, but not quite. It's their last card. So let's go Deadly Visit. Oh, I guess I already played that. Alright. So we can take our worm. We gotta be close to dead here. Certainly dead next turn. Get back the Fine Breaker. And pass. Alright, cool. Got there. Quite the grind, but the value ended up getting there. Very fun. Alright, we'll see you in round 2. We're in round 2. Our opponent has the choice. They're going to play first, and we're probably going to mulligan this. Yeah, I think the 2 Vigor Spore Worms definitely make this a mulligan. They played great, by the way. They're everything I wanted them to be. They're really good. There's actually quite a few abilities tacked on there for a 6 mana, 6 power common. Well, at least our opponent's mulliganing too. This one we keep. This is actually a good hand. I really like this Generous Stray in general, but particularly in this deck with the double Severed Strands. Oh, that's staying right on top. Alright. We may just be okay trading our Harpooner for that, despite our Harpooner being a much better creature. No need. And I mean, we have the card, once again, we have the card advantage spell in hand. That's what the whole point of our deck is, to make it to the late game, so let's go for that. So we'll trade. No plays. Sounds good. Another hypothesis. Oh, well, we're going to have to find the goodies to play the goods. Find the goods, play the goods. Hey, there's a great one. And we can play it too. What a gift. This is really good. Really good. No play. What's going on here? Dimir Guildgate. I think we're going to attack first here. Because if they kill it, I almost think I'd rather bring back that than the Harpooner, to be honest. But with nothing else to do, then we're going to just play the breaker. The breaker. It's a breaker. That makes sense. Find broker. So now we just need a red mana, and we are in card draw, kill creature business here. Oh, win for the Guild Mages Forum play, huh? This is the second time we've encountered this card. Wood Shaper enters the battlefield. Look at the top 4. Reveal a creature enchantment. Put them in your hand. Rest on the bottom in random order. Alright. So it's a 3-2. Not bad. And they didn't reveal anything? Wait a second. That's kind of crazy. They missed? How did they miss? So we'll get in there with our dude. No flyers. Our opponent said 18 creatures not good enough. That's crazy. Can't believe they missed. This card's good. This card's really good. Four mana 2/1's typically not good, but with the forum, I think it's good. So, do we want to trade? I think we can afford to take it, actually. My plan is to Severed Strands, big things I can't deal with. We also have the Pass Wall Adept, which is not to be overlooked here. Cavalier. What? Man. That thing's nasty. So, new plan, I guess. Guess we go Strands, killing that. Sack the Stray. Gain a little bit of life. They get some dudes. And then I guess we just play Pass while Adept and chill. Go into full-fledged chill mode here. We do have double value in hand, but value doesn't do much when you can't play it. Technically, we're slightly ahead on the race, but... Oh, no. Everything, huh? Jeez, that's scary. Guess we go like... What are the team pumps in this format? I don't know them. That's the problem. I don't know what the team pumps are in this format. Okay. Jeez. Talk about value off that Guild Mages for him. It's been 3 back to back to back. What's this nuts creature do? When it attacks, you can tap any untapped creatures you control and it gets bigger. And then you make soldiers. That card's pretty amazing. So we need removal and now. No, that is not removal. It's the antithesis of removal. It is a land. Well, 3 out of 4 colors typically not bad, but certainly not good when you have your 2 splash red cards. Geez, that's really good value. You can tap your Vigilance dude and it still gets to... Why didn't they do it? That's weird. I mean, I'm glad they didn't, but that's really sick with Vigilance. It's really nasty, actually. Really nasty. What? Another value spell? That's cheap. That's not fair. Oh, they didn't even miss it. They just wanted to convoke something huge. Holy God, are we getting destroyed? You know, 2 hypothesizals in hand. Not so good, as it turns out. Not so good. We are twiddling some thumbs here pretty hard. Twiddling real hard. Double hypothesizal in hand. Really doesn't get too much more awkward than that, to be honest. Alright, so we'll go to game 2 here. What shall we do? Well, we gotta draw better. That much is important. Anything else? No. Could bring in the Forger to gain life. Don't really like that. Could bring in this to like deal with the thing in their hand. It's not terrible. It's not great either. I think we'll submit it. I kind of like what we have. We just got caught with double hypothesizal, no red mana in hand. So that's bound to happen when you're playing 4-color. Honestly, I think the big dilemma is we're a draw deck and our opponent's in a play deck. So we have to play first, which is not good. That is not good for us. It puts us at a disadvantage because it's not the plan we want to do. But like I said, we can't really do the opposite against our opponent, which is go on the draw because they're too quick. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. We have to be on the play. We don't want to be. We don't really have a great sideboard plan. We're playing 4 colors, so mana base, obvious from last game, can be an issue. But we had 4 red sources, including the circuitous route, to find our hypothesizal. Think of it this way. It was more unlikely that we would have 2 hypothesizals in our hand than 1 hypothesizal and one of our red sources. So keep that in mind. All right, so we got to play first. And I don't like this hand, but I guess we'll keep. See, I asked for the red mana too hard now. And then they gave it to me and they're like, alright, you happy now? And I go, no. No, I am not happy. Very unhappy with the red mana in this hand. Oof. It's ugly. I don't like all the triggers. Alright. The Crawl Harpooner does not lend itself well to hanging out, chilling, sitting back and relaxing. Oof. Ugly. Very, very ugly. Man, follow-up play there would have been nasty though, huh? It's kind of a weird card to have, since I feel they're pretty aggro. Oof. Every black card we draw hurts my soul. Oops, no, no, no. That was a close one. I accidentally F6'd. I guess it doesn't matter, though. Grip full of black cards here. What's this nuts card do? Oh, yeah. Just broken effect. Totally broken effect. I love that you can have multiples of it, too. Just nonsensically. Just every elf ball deck wants to play this now. Alright. Very good, very good. Well, we're just a black mana away from starting the game here, so guess it could be worse. Nice value. So there's value into value, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, in the interest of time, I do have class in 53 minutes, and I kind of want to play my third round. Pretty tempted to just concede now. I'm basically just playing out of stubbornness at this point. There is no road to recovery. Black mana could not mean less anymore. It means nothing. It's meaningless. It is absolutely meaningless getting a black mana now. It is so far gone and late. Yeah. We're just going to go to match 3 because I want to save time here. Round 3, keeping, good hand. Uh-oh, Boros, that's not what you want to see. Not when you're the slowest deck in the world. I guess them not having a 2-drop's kind of nice. So, I think we'll play the Harpooner. Guess we'll attack. Play the Barrier of Bones. Surveil. Keep that on top. And we'll pass. So next turn we can go Stray plus plus another barrier. That's actually interesting. So we'll go Stray here. Another worm, sure. So I guess we can leave land on top, technically. Maybe we bottom anything that's not a land, actually. We don't have blue mana, so I think we might actually dump that. Uh-oh. Oh, they're attacking with everything? Well, at least we kill their lifelink thing. That's actually... Should have just attacked with one. That actually worked out okay. There's our blue mana, so we can Hypothesizzle now too, which is nice. So we can go Assassin here. And I think we just stay back. So at this point we have double Vigor Spore Worm. We've got the late game on lockdown, so let's just hang out. Sure. Okay. So kill their lifelinker. Wait. Oh, that's a sweet card. I didn't even realize that's a... It is kind of good. Let's block here. We can cast a Hypothesis on a pinch. Otherwise we have Blood Operative, which is nice. Let's just get in for 2 here. Pass. Actually, I'm doing it on my turn because I want to be able to play a land. So we can get rid of the Vine and kill this. 1 card left in their hand. Well, that's cool. So whenever that... Oh wait, they have to block though? That's mean. No siree. So let's go Burglar Rat. Get rid of that last card. Get that operative out there. Guess we'll get a creature out of your graveyard. I don't know. Yep, use it. Pass. Now when we play Vigor Spore Worm, our blood operatives look great. So we can do the Vapor spell now. We did see some things that it hits, although we didn't see a ton of things, did we? Did we see enough where I care? I guess that's the real question. They didn't, I mean, we didn't see enough of their deck to know how hyper aggro they are, but it's usually safe to assume if you're playing Boros, they're pretty aggro. Notion Rain could be a bit dangerous, so maybe we do the Vapors instead. Okay, let's do that. I like it. There's a decent chance we want to kill some X1s. That's a keep. Nice hand. Very good hand, actually. Opponent is clearly on the play. Alright, we can go barrier first turn, which is good. Surveil. Don't need that. Easy block. There's our red mana, so next turn we can play the War Boss. That's pretty good. I think we'll do that. This keeps us off of Harpooner for a turn. I'm not entirely convinced that matters. Lock it, huh? Alright. Well, War Boss time. And we can even cast the statue if we need it too. Pretty nice. That makes sense. Nice draw. This is where our deck shines. When we have our mana, so much card advantage and removal and big things. I love it. Like I said, I love Crawl Harpooner, but man, the triggers. It's a lot of triggers. Sure. I don't think that matters. Nice. Well, let's just cast it. We have Deadly Visit now, so let's draw some cards and get some value here. Ditch that. Kill that. Didn't even have to do that. Maybe I should have chilled, but I figured if I'm drawing 2 cards, it's probably worth it. But honestly, maybe it wasn't. Then again, do I really need a Barrier of Bones? Probably not. I imagine they'll play some fatty. I'll kill it with a Deadly Visit. They're digging. That's how little they have. Beautiful draw there. Get back the War Boss. So beautiful. Just a grip full of removal and value. Suppose so. Wait, that was weird. You only have to attack with that turn? Only attacks this combat of Evil. How did I not I've been playing this card all this time, and that's the first time I realized you only have to attack with it the first time? That's so insane. Legion Warboss is nuts. No wonder it's worth 5 tickets. The card is great. They probably just have that 6-drop card in hand. Alright. We'll take our medicine. Kill this. Dump these. Play this. Get in there. Getting in there. Mentor. And next turn they're just dead. Alright. Well, we ended up going 2-1. Honestly, this deck was certainly the most fun deck I've played in the entire format. Was it greedy? Yes, of course it was greedy. Look at it. It's 4-color. It's insane. Of course it's a greedy deck. But that's got to be fun to watch, right? Because that was a ton of fun to play. Basically only gave up one match to our crazy colored mana base. I mean, look at what we're doing, for God's sake. Golgari Finebreaker, double black, double green, into Hypothesis of blue-red. Yes. Okay? Yes, I understand. It's a greedy mana base. But super fun to play. I hope I can make decks this greedy in the near future. And believe you me, I will be. So, alright, we'll see you for the next one.